welcome back to another episode of Project Gaia. Today we are in a very special place, Holbox, Mexico, also known as Holbox Island, Isla Holbox. Now this is an extremely unique and fascinating destination. Okay, so cars are not allowed on this island, right? You have to take a ferry to get here. You cannot drive here in any way, right? So it retains this old world Mexican village vibe, right? And tourism has been creeping in. I mean, you do see tourists, but it has not been touched in the way that like Playa del Carmen or Tulum or Cancun has been touched yet. So it's kind of a secret. Now, what we're gonna do on this tour is we're gonna go through this fascinating destination. I'm going to show you all the best things to do and see while you're here in Holbox. And we're just gonna explore all of its streets, its beautiful, breathtaking beach, and why this is just a magical place. That's the best way to put it. This is a magical place. So let's begin. So we're here on the ferry now, about to depart from Chiquila going to Hol-bosh, right? So it takes about a half hour. I hear that both vendors are about the same time. The Hol-bosh Express, however, is a little faster, they say, and it's much more luxurious. It's a very nice boat. So how you get here? So as mentioned before, there are no cars allowed on the island of Hol-bosh. There's no cars allowed, right? Adding to its kind of mystique and beauty. So what you have to do is you have to get a ferry from Chiquila, right? So you could either drive there and park. It's about 100 pesos a day. 100 pesos equates to about $5 US a day, right? So you either get there and park, and then you buy your ticket, and then you're off. Or you could take various shuttles, buses. I mean, they come from Cancun, they come from Playa del Carmen, they even come from Tulum, and Valladolid. So, you know, whatever suits your fancy, do that option. So you get here, you drive through some like cool little tropical Mexican dusty villages, then you land in Chiquila. Now, you come here, it's kind of busy, there's lots of people, lots of tourists, right? Even though this is still kind of a newer destination and pretty secret, it's not totally secret. So you have a lot of tourists and a lot of international tourists, and you get a lot of those tourists who are trying to avoid the big crowds and mainstream commercialism of Cancun and Playa del Carmen. If you haven't seen that video yet, check that out. So this is kind of a newer hotspot, but it is busy. So get here, park or get off your bus, and then you buy your ferry ticket. It's about 550 pesos for a return. So that equates to about $25, $30. It's a little bit pricey. You hop on here, and then you go across the bay until you enter Hol-bosh. When I first arrived in Hol-bosh, I thought to myself, what is this place? Is this some kind of backwater, you know, seedy Mexican village? You know, the streets are all sand and, you know, it's a little bit shacky, right? But as I begin to kind of explore more and get in there and walk around, I realized that this is an authentic place. This is something you don't see anymore. And this is something that truly is special. So I have to say, this has to be one of the most unique destinations I've ever been to. You know, and I do this for a living. I'm a travel vlogger, right? I think this is what Mexico is supposed to be, okay? You go to Playa del Carmen, you go to Cancun, you go to Tulum, it's so over-commercialized. This retains an authenticity that you just can't find in beach destinations in Mexico anymore. I mean, you have people living, breathing, working, playing, raising their family here, right? And then you have no cars, right? So you don't have that big, you know, traffic thing going on all the time like you do in other destinations. It's laid back, it's cool, it's fun, and it's just an amazing vibe. I mean, you have the beach, you have all the little stores, all the little restaurants. This is what beach travel used to be. This is what Mexico used to be before it got over commercialized in about the 1970s, 1980s, 1990s, right? You know, there's no Senior Frogs, there's no Coco Bongo, there's no Targets, there's no Lacoste. this is authentic. This is cool. And yeah, it's a bit of a pain to get here, but it's well worth it. I mean, this destination is so amazingly interesting. I mean, everywhere I look, it's just cooler and cooler. Everywhere I look, it just keeps getting better. And one of the best things to do around here simply is to walk around. I mean, just walk around and just look at everything. I mean, there's beautiful people. There are tourists, but there's also locals alike, right? And there's just amazing restaurants, beaches, stores, daily stores. Everything just has this cool authenticity that is very difficult to find nowadays. And the lack of cars really make it amazing because it's like a little village, right? It's all pedestrians. I mean, they have the little taxi carts and the motorcycles and stuff, but there's no street lights, there's no traffic lights, no traffic stops. It has this laid backness that is very difficult to find anywhere nowadays. On your first evening, I recommend checking out the beach right before sunset. You step away from the town, and then there it is, this beautiful Caribbean Mexican beach. It has sugar white sand, beautiful clouds above it, and then as the sun sets, you really feel the energy of the beach. There's people playing on the beach, kids digging in the sand. It really is inspiring and looks like a screensaver, to be honest with you. You don't see stuff like this anymore. I mean, there's people resting in the hammocks, tons of little beach bars and restaurants, and it has this sort of element that feels different. It doesn't feel like a big resort, like if you were in Playa del Carmen or Tulum or Los Cabos. It feels like an authentic Mexican secret that you just don't see anymore. It feels almost hidden. It feels like you've stepped into an adventure. And even though this dog's eating out the garbage, which is pretty gross, you see stuff that you wouldn't see in a normal Mexican city. You know, you don't have big clubs or crazy parties or, you know, people trying to get you to dance and all that all-inclusive stuff. You have something that feels intimate, something that's beautiful, and something that's truly special. This place that I went to has buy one, get 3 free margaritas. So, you know, I kind of indulged in that. Be careful because they have a lot of specials like this. But it makes the sunset all that more special once you have a little buzz going. And at night, everyone looks out on this little pier and they watch the sunset. And you just feel like you're in some sort of like artist colony. It truly is amazing. I mean, it looks like you're in like Moana or something. See right here where they're playing the shells? It's cool, it's different, and this is Hol-bosh. So when you're in Hol-bosh, you have tons of dining and nightlife options. It is not a boring place whatsoever. So you have everything as small as little taco joints to very trendy restaurants like where I am now. I'm at a place called Basico, which is anything but basic, right? So the food is fantastic, and there are bars and restaurants and nightlife everywhere around here. It's a great place to meet somebody. So definitely check out the Hol-bosh nightlife when you're here. After having an amazing dinner, I was ready to hit the town, and Hol-bosh doesn't disappoint. There are a lot of beach bars, a lot of nightlife, live music. It really was enjoyable. Lots of people out, international people, local people. Really was a fun time. The next morning, I woke up a bit hungover, to be honest with you. I didn't record everything because I was having such a good time, but I decided I'd go out and explore. So I went out and looked at the town in the morning, and it is even more beautiful in the morning when everyone's still asleep and it's quiet. I had my first cup of coffee and was ready to just kind of explore the whole thing by myself, right? So I went to the beach again, and it was amazing. It looked surreal. look up, I see these amazing palm trees, and realize I'm not just in a vacation spot, I'm in true paradise. So when you're here in Hol-bosh, you have to check out Refugio Animal Hol-bosh. And what that is it's an animal shelter for dogs and cats, and it takes in dogs and cats from all over the Yucatán Peninsula, as far as Merida, Cancun, and all the different towns and villages, right? And most of them have some kind of injury or were abandoned, and each one has a very special and personal story. And what you could do is they also let you walk the dogs. So if you have one that you like, they'll let you walk them, right? And they let you come in. It's completely free. There's a suggested donation, and you can take any of these dogs home. They do all the paperwork within a day or two, and they will actually ship the dog with you back, or you can take them yourself and do your own arrangements. So these animals need homes, guys. They're abandoned, they need love, right? They're just kind of living in limbo here. So I ask that if you are an animal lover and you are interested in this place, to donate below. Look in the link below, I have their PayPal included. Also check out their Instagram. And if you're even more interested and you actually want one of the dogs, contact them in their Instagram and they will, give you a tour. They could even do it by Zoom or whatever if you're not here, or FaceTime. And you can bring one of these animals home and show them some love. So definitely check this out when you're here. Now, when it comes to accommodations here in Hol-bosh, you have a pretty wide variety of places you can stay. So there's hotels, mid-level, there's hostels, real cheap hostels, there's Airbnbs, and then there's kind of more resort style. It's definitely not like a resort in Playa del Carmen or Cancun or Tulum, where it's like a massive place. They're more like independent boutique resort style hotels. Now I stayed at this one. This one's called Chiquila. I actually found this on an Airbnb, but they have their own website as well. Good room rates per night. It has its own pool, and it's just a couple of blocks away from where everything is. So, look into hotels. The hostels are probably cheaper, the resorts are probably more, and the closer you get to, the main beach area, the more it is. This is a couple blocks away, but it's extremely quiet, it's beautiful, I love the grounds, and it's small and intimate. So definitely do your research a little bit, but I'm very happy with the one that I got here. So when you're in Hol-bosh, one of the best things to do is to just take it easy. Go on the beach, forget your worries. I mean, it's truly paradise. Just this fine sugar white sand, turquoise waters. You don't even have to get used to it. You can just walk right in. It really is beautiful. So, if you're at a time in your life where you need to take a break from it all, get out of the cold, take a break from work, take a break from all your other personal worries and struggles, come to Hol-bosh and just relax on the beach. Step into the water, feel the cool waves against you with the beautiful sun above you. I mean, it truly is like paradise. And there are different vibes to the beach depending on when you go, right? So I'm here now in the afternoon, right? But in the evening, it's got more of a party, kind of like, not too party, like ridiculous, not like clubby, but like kind of party, relaxed, hang out. It truly is just amazing. So definitely check out the beach, go into the water, relax, and just let your troubles go away while you're here in beautiful Hol-bosh. It was now time to have our full beach day. Stepped out into the beach, and decided to plunge into the water, shielding myself from the Mexican sun. The water has this turquoise, greenish, almost see-through vibe to it. And this is the best part. You just walk in. Now, I'm here in February, right? So you just walk in and you don't even have to get used to it. And it's so amazing. It's like you stepped into heaven. I'm not even joking. Everyone's happy. Everyone's having a good time. And as you hear the waves pushing against you, you can't help but feel connected to something greater. I swing on this swing and just realize how happy I am. I mean, this is living. You go through this beach and you just realize that, do we really have it made in our modern life? You know, we go to these offices, we go to these jobs, we live in these big cities, and are we really the suckers here? I mean, is this really the way to live? You know, it really makes you think. As I continue to explore the town a little bit after going to the beach, I can't help but think to myself, is this the way to happiness? Just a calm little place filled with happiness and joy and people really experiencing and loving life. As the night fades, I continue to explore more, and Hol-bosh does not disappoint at night. It gets even more interesting. There are tons of restaurants, tons of stores, tons of things to explore, and it really has a very lively atmosphere. It's not boring. It's not like, you know, an old person place. There's lots of young people here. Not that old people don't go here too, but what I'm saying is it's not a calm, quiet kind of place. It can be quiet, and it can be fun, and it can be energetic, and I think that's what makes it so special. Hol-bosh has a diverse set of things for you to do. Whether you like nightlife, or you like relaxing on the beach, or you like relaxing hotels, or you like beach bars, it has something for everyone. It even has this cool little market at night where they sell all this tasty Mexican food, and all the stray dogs from all over come and, you know, they try to mooch a little bit. I gotta admit, I did give them some food, and these girls were as well. So they come. What are you gonna do? They look up at you with those puppy dog eyes, and you just have to feed them. Okay guys, this was Hol-bosh. Now I've just arrived back in Chiquila and I have to drive 2 hours back to Cancun and then back to reality. But listen guys, I had an amazing time showing you this fascinating island. It is just so magical, so cool, so unique and so different, and you have to come here sometime in your lifetime. Listen guys, if you like this kind of content, please subscribe if you haven't already. Like this video, share this video, ask me any questions you may have. And until next time, take care guys. Bye.